Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Set. Red, cycle. Set.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd and 10. Love from the gun.
Throw left side complete. That's Pope. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Claws red. Set, cut.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
You talk about this Rams defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Here we go.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Love, they go play action now. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Down.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Fight 60. Smash red. Fight white. Slide through. Cut.
Glove. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
Fights through and now a crease. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Ready,
Here's 2nd and 10.
ready,
Got his man, Dell. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
here we
This
go.
will be
Here
play
we go.
number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Ready,
Love looking to throw it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
ready.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Set, hut. Set, go.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Texans are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's going to be caught by Bigsby.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go, because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
19 tight. Mustang 19.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. And this throw will be intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards on a guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
Let's go.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Madden. Steal, black.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Come on.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Blue striker. Hut, hut.
Throwing. Love. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up 4th. The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Second and 9 now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Down to about the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ready?
Play action this time with Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Black shot. Set.
On third down, Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Let's go now.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 4. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on first down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Down the sideline he goes.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick 6, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. And when you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
He'll drop to throw. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Texans scoop it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Hall ought to give up the middle.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try to keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ready.
Hall again on second down.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Red, yellow.
Love now. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Green Jack. Claws, 10. Drill green. Red, cycle. Ready.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Kalijah Cansey able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Ready?
2nd and 10.
Hey, check that, street. Hurry, hurry.
Willis headed left off the option. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Duvernay in motion.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll look to throw again. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Devin Duvernay. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Rams are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. Over the middle, complete. It's Pope. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Jair Brown who's got it. He's to the 15. And they will score a pick-6 for the Texans TD. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Bobcat, 60 pace, 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 let's go! Check go!
2nd and 6. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Dragon 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, it's deep for Duvernay. And that's going to be incomplete.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Hey, check that, street.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go!
They'll look to throw here.
Here's a diving catch right side.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. Down inside the 40. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
On play action, they'll throw. And now here is another interception. Derek Stingley picks it. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2.
19 tight. 19 tight. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Back to throw again. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And my goodness, another interception. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This will be returned from deep.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And, I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, check that, street. Come 19. Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
A yard, all they need, but it's third down.
60 Bison. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Let's go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they wind up getting 4 there on 4th and 1.
Looking to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd and 9 now.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is. Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Ready. Smith, red.
Give to Hall running right.
He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
On play action, love to throw. And that is incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Claws red.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
They, of course, will decline the penalty and just take the yardage on the completion.
And this defense, they've got to be beyond frustrated at this point because even when they're grabbing and holding out there, they're still completing passes. If you grab someone, they shouldn't be able to catch it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Tank Dell.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Texans are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Third down and 13.
Check smash. Check smash.
He'll look to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a third, but not to be, and it's fourth down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Okay, ready?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Warrior 70. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Street.
Go. Back to throw now on first down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
Buffalo 18. Go street. 70 Lions. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
79 Bronco. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Hey, check that. Street.
He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
19 Lions.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got it. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Come on, set. Strikers, 3-3. Set.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Ready, go.
They'll go again with Hall. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
White. Slice through. Ready.
Throwing. Love. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Down.
They'll give to Hall. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On the counter, it's Hall. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Ready.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
Let's go.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Let's go now.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check smash. Check smash. Check go.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Texans are going to take...